Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is a 543rd Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. Just to say before I introduce the teams, I've got a small announcement to make, and that is that I'm amazed and really pleased to tell you that our Brotherhood YouTube battle channel has just received over 100,000 total views. In fact, we've got 100,265 views, and I think for such an old game, I think that's really good, and I hope that all of you are still enjoying our battles. I was planning to put a Rome remastered battle on for you today, but for some reason the recording program that I use, Fraps, does not seem to work on the Rome remastered. Both my son and myself tried to get Fraps to work on the Rome remaster, but it just wouldn't work. It's almost like Fraps has been blocked from it. That's what it seems like to us, because we tried all our other Total War games and Fraps works fine on them, but just on the Rome remaster it didn't. And that's a bit unfortunate, because I had quite an interesting battle to show you from the Rome remaster that I think you would have found really interesting. But as I say, as the recording program that I use, Fraps, seems to be like almost blocked when we try to use it, so unfortunately I'm just going to have to show you this battle, but this is a good battle for you to watch. Okay, our first teammate is Brotherhood member Legion 22. Now Legion 22 has got 12 infantry, 3 archers and 6 cavalry. If you look here at his infantry general unit, you'll see that he's got 8 upgrades on, 2 experienced stripes, gold shield, gold attack, plus he's got an eagle unit there as well. So with his infantry general and the eagle unit, that's a heck of a lot of morale. Also, he's got some mixed upgrade units as well. Can you see he's got other infantry units with 8 upgrades on, 2 experienced stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Okay, plus he's got units with just 3 on, which I'm guessing is going to be gold defense there, which he will probably use for his pilot shield units. So that's an interesting army build there. And a quick look at his cavalry, I'm guessing, yep, just 3 gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry there. So that's an interesting army build there with those great upgrades on his infantry. Our next teammate is a clan called Arm HMS Artabella, who's bought the Greek Cities faction, and he has got 6 Spartans, 6 armoured hoplites, 4 cavalry and 4 archers. An unusual 31k Greek Cities army build there. Those of you that might not have seen the difference there, that's the Spartans there, and there's the armoured hoplites. Remember, the Spartans have got 2 hit points, excellent specifications, excellent morale. So it'd be interesting to see how he does with those. Plus he's got 4 cavalry, which is unusual. So as I say, that'll be an interesting army build to watch during the course of the battle. Our next teammate is Brotherhood member First Prime. Now First Prime has got the bog standard 31k Roman army of 14 infantry and 6 cavalry. Newer players to Rome Total War, especially maybe ones to the new remastered game, the 31k bog standard Roman army is 14 urban cohorts and 6 Praetorian cavalry. And the reason that's a bog standard 31k Roman army is because it's very effective and very efficient. That's why so many people use it. Okay, our last teammate is myself, Spartan Commander, who's bought the Carthage faction, and I've got 18 Sacred Band and 2 Slingers. Okay, so there's our team. Quite a bit of diversity there. We've got Legion with Rome. We've got Artabella there with Greek Cities. We've got First Prime with Rome, and myself with Carthage. This is a great battle for you to watch, and I hope you enjoy it. And here is the other team. We have Brother member Barclayman. The Barclayman's got the Mastodon faction. He's got 12 pikes, 4 archers and 4 cavalry. Now can you see the darker area of the map there? That's where there's long grass, and that's where he's going to have the rest of his units hidden in the long grass there. Okay, so when you ever see a darker area on a map, that's long grass where you can hide units. It'll be interesting to see how well he does with Macedon. Okay, their next teammate is RTW player Lotus. Now Lotus has got 11 infantry, 3 archers and 6 cavalry. Okay, now quick look at the upgrades on his infantry, because he's got mixed upgrades on his infantry. Can you see that some of his infantry's got 8 upgrades? So he's got 2 experienced stripes, gold shield, gold attack on some of his infantry. I think quite a few of his units have got that on, and then some of his units have just got, if you notice there, just 6 upgrades, just gold shield, gold attack on some of his other units there. So as I say, he's got mixed upgrades there. And let's have a quick look at the cavalry, and I think he's just got 6 up, yeah, just 6 upgrades, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. So that's an interesting army build there. As you can see, he spent most of his money on his infantry upgrades. Our next teammate is Brotherhood member Man 2, who's bought the Pontus faction. Now Man 2 has got 10 pikes, 4 archers, 2 chariot archers, and 4 heavy chariots. Let's have a quick look at his chariot archers there. You notice he's got them in open order. And if you just notice there, you'll see that he's got 2 bowmen on the chariots. And these guys can form a Canterbury circle. And when they form a Canterbury circle, they're very difficult to kill with ordinary foot archers. And they can kill a lot of enemy troops in that formation. And quick look at his heavy chariots here. There you can see now these guys bring a big fear factor, big attacking specifications, and can be battle winning troops. But they've also can run amok, and if they run amok, they become a menace to both friend and foe alike, because they kill both friend and foe alike, and they seem to be stronger in amok mode than they do in normal mode. So they are a double-edged sword bringing chariots, so it'll be interesting to see how well Man 2 uses them. And their last teammate is Titan's Bubo, who's bought the Mastodon faction. Now he's got 13 pikes, 6 archers and 1 cavalry unit. Okay, so there's the enemy team there. Once again, reasonably diverse. You've got Macedon, you've got 2 Macedons there, you've got Pontus, and you've got Rome. This should be a great battle for you to watch, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, it's very, very early stage of the battle here. You'll see that Man 2 is bringing his fast-moving chariot archers across here to try and shoot some of my troops as I'm moving over to the centre of my team there. Okay, so let's go for a little ride with these chariot archers. As I say, they're fast-moving, and when they form a Canterbury circle, they can be absolutely devastating. But as I say, it's kind of like we're on one of those chariots there for a few seconds riding along. As I say, they'll try and target the rear of my moving units there. And what I'm going to do is try and counter them with my couple of slinger units here. Okay, you can see I've already lost a few men from that rear running unit there. As those arrows went into the back, you can see some dead there, and it's reduced that unit down to, what, 73 men there. So now I'm going to counter, as I say, that chariot with my slingers. Slingers are usually quite a good counter to chariots. And as you can see, I've already started to cause some casualties to those chariots there as well. Usually what a chariot general would do now is put those chariots into Canterbury circle, you know, where they run round and round and round because they're so difficult to kill them. But by just standing there, just exchanging arrows with slingshots, usually these there you go, usually these chariot archers will come off worse there. The Canterbury circle is a very strong formation for them, but just standing there exchanging arrows for slingshots, and the slingers will probably win there. As you can see, there's just a few of those chariots left now. He's now decided to put them into Canterbury circle. You can see them running around. See the wheels coming off the chariots there, rolling along before they just drop. It's quite interesting to see. So there you go. It looks like yeah, my slingers took out all that chariot archer unit there, which I'm very pleased about. And do you remember he had 2 chariot archer units? And it looks like he's lost the other one here as well. They were taken down by all of our allies' archers there. So unfortunately for him, he's lost both his chariot archers quite quickly. Okay, just at this stage of the battle, I thought I'd explain to you that we've got 3 big 120-man unit armies, and this tends to cause some lag on some people's computers. So you'll notice in this game at the beginning there will be a little bit of lag. That's because there's so many 121-man units. But gradually, as the battle continues and more units are killed, then you'll find that the game will speed up. I hope the lag doesn't spoil the entertainment of the battle too much for you. Okay, at this stage of the battle, you can see our Greek city ally using his cavalry very well there. That fast-moving cavalry unit there to try and take out and disrupt enemy archers. I always think that's a good move there. Very often, when people bring Greek cities army, they very often don't bring cavalry because they haven't got that great cavalry, you know, not real big, heavy cavalry units there. But if you do bring fast-moving, like armoured cavalry general units with the Greek cities there, they can be useful, as you've just seen there, at disrupting and taking out enemy archer units there. Okay, here you can see the enemy moving towards our armies there. You see RTW player Lotus there with his SPQ army there moving very aggressively towards First Prime. Once again, you can see our Greek city's ally there bringing that fast moving cavalry unit out there once again to attack and disrupt enemy archers there. Nice move there by Arm Artabella. Nice move there. As I say, if you do bring cavalry with your Greek cities units there, they can be very useful. Okay, we're just going to pause the game here. Now, just to say, as a lot of you will know, Brotherhood member First Prime and Brotherhood member Legion 22 are two of the most aggressive attacking players in the Brotherhood there. And straight away you can see First Prime here laying his credentials straight out on the table there, moving forward straight towards the enemy there, taking out several enemy archer units there. Okay, you can see there a lot of those, I think, Pontus archer units there have just been routed there by First Primes moving forward. Okay, but my guess is there he's probably going to have to move back because he is in a little bit of an exposed position there. Could get himself a little bit isolated, so my guess is he will now do a tactical withdrawal. And there you go. You can see now he's now pulling his army back there after that aggressive move forward. As I say, I think he did what he wanted to, and that was to take out those enemy archers there. So, I say, nice aggressive move there. But as I say, him and Legion 22 here, two of the most aggressive attacking players within the Brotherhood. So it'll be interesting to see how well they, or how aggressive they will be during the course of the battle. Okay, so just draw your attention here. Can you see that RTW player Lotus is coming out round to our flank? And over on our other flank here, you can see my Carthage army there in that very old-fashioned battle formation. I want to go for one of the Macedon armies there. Okay, that's why I've got this army, this Carthage. I remember Carthage punches above its weight against these big 120-man units. So as I say, it's a very old battle formation there and a very old Carthage army. Be interesting to see how well it does on a modern-day battlefield. As I say, over here on our left flank here, you can see that RTW player Lotus with his SPQR army is doing a left flanking action there, and he's turned our flank. Can you see First Prime now has turned to face him there? So let's say with that aggressive move there by Lotus there, he's turned our flank, and you can see Bubo moving his Macedonians forward here towards our Brutii ally Legion 22. So as I say here, you can see Lotus here coming further and further around our flank. As I say, he's turned our flank, that First Prime's had to turn to face him. And as I say, you can see the Macedonians there moving in onto our Brutii ally. And make no mistake here, Legion will be throwing lots of pilers into those Macedonians, but of course, as you can see, Bubo's got a piler shield unit in open order in front of his main battle formation there. So his main battle formation won't suffer that many casualties from the pilers there, obviously, because of that piler shield unit. As you can see here, Lotus here with his SPQR armies moving around further here. First Prime's had to turn around further to face the threat. And Legion here with his cavalry at the back here better be aware of the enemy moving around their left flank there, or he could start taking casualties there. Okay, but as I say, you can see Bubo moving his Macedonians into our Brutii ally. If you notice here, Legion 22's done a classic battle formation there with a unit to put it into Testudo. That's a classic Roman defence there against pikes there. But if you notice, he's taken out of Testudo now and is now attacking those Macedonian pikemen. Okay, whenever you put Roman troops up against Macedonian pikemen there, best not to attack them head on if you can help it, because your Roman troops have got to fight all the way down the length of those Macedonian pikes. Let's say here, good job, Legion spotted that enemy movement round our left flank here and is moving his cavalry out the way. As I say, with these big 120-man armies here, three of them, it does cause a little bit of lag, but as I say, as the battle unfolds and more units are killed, you'll find that the lag will get lesser. Now this is a nice move here, nice cover here by our Greek cities ally, chasing away those fast moving lancers of Barclayman there. Sneaky Barclayman there. I think he's moved his lancer units up round our flank, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. You stand them quietly at the back there and then smash into the rear of our archers or slingers when he gets a chance. But our Greek cities ally there was pretty switched on, saw what was happening there and used his cavalry to chase him away. Right, you can see here my Carthage army there ready to engage the Macedonians there. Okay, make no mistake, that's what I want to do, but I am a little bit concerned because not only is that Macedonian army is in front of me, which would be a big enough task to take on, there's that massive Pontus army just behind him. So I must be very aware, if I attack this Macedonian army, is that Pontus army going to come running forward as well? So I'll be fighting two armies. Okay, I'm very aware of that. But also, I do want to hit this Macedonian army with my Carthage Sacred Band. Try and draw in as many units as I can. And if that Pontus army does attack my army, then maybe that might give my allies a bit of an advantage there. Because if two armies are fighting me, then they could, you know, make their numbers tell against the other two enemy armies there. Okay, so you can see that Pontus army behind their Macedonian ally moving forward here. You can see that it looks to me like he's going to support his Macedonian ally there and bring those long-piked Pontus pikemen into the fray as well. Okay, now you'll see here, can you see I'm moving one of my flanking formations there into the enemy Macedonians there. Okay, as I say, this is a very, very old battle formation I might not have used for maybe 14, maybe 15 years. So as a lot of you know that watch our battle videos regularly, I like to bring old armies and old battle formations to the modern day battlefield just to see how well they can do, or maybe they don't do very well on the modern day battlefield there. Okay, so as I say, you can see my units moving in there onto those Macedonian units, pushing in, but I'm just waiting for that Pontus army stood behind the Macedonians to maybe start coming in to support their Macedonian ally. It'd be interesting to see. And there you go, you can see Man 2 bringing his Pontus long shield pikeman in, long piked pikeman there in there to attack my Carthage Sacred Band. So at this stage of the battle, it looks like my Carthage Sacred Band is going to take on both Pontus and the Macedonians there. Okay, let's just pause the game for a second. So you can see here Man 2 running a couple of his units forward there to maybe hold up my Greek city's ally. You've got Bubo's Macedonians over there as well, but a heck of a lot of Pontus pikemen and all of Barkyman's Macedonians now are facing my Carthage Sacred Band units. Okay, I'm going to be very aggressive with my Sacred Band units, and my Greek city's ally looks like he's moving forward to support me against those as well there. Let's say you got Bubo's Macedonians here still attacking our Brutioid ally Legion. And at the rear of our team there, you can see that First Prime has turned to face the threat of the enemy SBQR troops of and you got the archers there shooting at us. As I say, the SBQR troops of Lotus there being quite aggressive, but look at all those enemy archers they've got there shooting into the flank and into the rear of our troops there, plus the danger of these chariots. Remember that Man 2's got 4 chariots there that he's bringing up here. Now if he combines those chariots with those enemy SBQR infantry and cavalry, that could well be a pivotal and decisive part of the battle. Okay, but back here on our right flank, you can see here that I'm really pushing in my Carthage Sacred Band into those Macedonian troops there, really being aggressive there. But if you notice there, the Pontus pikemen on the other side of the Macedonian army there have combined with the Macedonian pikemen, and they're pushing in on that other little formation of my Carthage troops there. Our Greek city's ally there is poised, ready to attack. I think he'll start sending his units in to help me out as soon as possible there, just to take a bit of pressure off of that small group of my Carthage Sacred Band units over on the other side. Okay, as I say, I'm pushing into those Macedonian units now with my Greek cities, with my Carthage Sacred Band units there, trying to be very aggressive there. But remember, the long pikes of those Macedonians can have an advantage against the short pikes of the Carthage Sacred Band. And you can see that small unit of my Carthaginians over there on the left side, they're getting a heck of a lot of long pike Pontus and Macedonian units there pushing in on them. And my main army here, I'm still pushing into those Pontus and Macedonian units there. Okay, I can see that the Macedonian generals, archers, are shooting into us as well. Now this was a nice move here by our Greek city's ally there with his fast moving cavalry unit, have routed Barclayman's fast moving lancers. So that was a nice bit of cover move there from our ally. As I say, you can see my Carthaginians slowly making inroads into those Macedonians. But you can see a lot of my Carthage Sacred Band, that small little group on the left side there, was absolutely swamped by Macedonian and Pontus pikes there. Okay, nice move here by Legion 22's cavalry. Bang! As he smashes into the rear of those Macedonian units there. A nice hit there by Legion 22. As I say, very aggressive player there, and you can see the way that he's moved those cavalry into the rear of those Macedonian units there. Nice hit there by him. But remember, those Macedonian Cretan archers there be shooting into his cavalry like mad there. And And as I say, my Carthaginians are still pushing in towards the long pikes of Pontus and Macedon there. You can see a couple of my units starting to rout there. Okay, so let's just pause the game for a second. So you can see here Legion 22 with his cavalry trying to take out these Cretan archers that have been shooting into us all game. That would be a nice move. As I say, I've got my Carthaginians still pushing into those Macedonian units. My Greek city's ally is now engaging them as well, and he's brought a couple of his units in to help take off the pressure there. But if you look at how short the Spartan spears are, okay, against the massively long pikes. Look at the length of the pikes of those Pontus pikemen there. So don't forget those short spearmen there of the Spartans got to fight all the way down those long pikes to kill the man on the other end. Okay, so that's a fierce battle here going on the right. You can see a couple of my Carthage units are starting to rout already under the pressure of Pontus and Macedon here. You can see Legion 22's moved his Brutii army out there through a little gap in the enemy lines. Now he can either attack the enemy there, or he can take his Brutii army round behind the enemy team there. So it's a nice tactical move by him. You can see Bubo's Macedonians here moving in on first prime units there. And also don't forget, at the rear of our team here, you can see all these SBQR infantry, cavalry, and those fear-bringing chariots. That's a massive force there that they may well charge into first prime. Now, whether first prime will be able to hold such a massive attack, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, because I make no mistake there, I think that force will be coming in on him there. Meanwhile, here, as I say, Legion 22 doing really well. They're taking out the Cretan archers. As you can see here, making more inroads into the Macedonians here and Pontus pikemen. You can see here, Barclayman's rallied fast-moving Lancer units. He's charged back in there to try and take out Legion 22's cavalry unit, which he's done. And as I say, at the back here, you can see First Prime not only fighting SBQR on his flank, he's got Macedonian units threatening to come in behind him, plus he's got all those SBQR units in front of him. Okay, there's a couple of SBQR cavalry charging into First Prime's cavalry, and bang, as they smash in there. My guess is First Prime will attack. Let's just pause the game for a second here. So, over here on the right flank, Legion 22's done extremely well with his cavalry there, taking out those Cretan archers there, weakening enemy units, plus our Greek city allies got his cavalry units in there as well. As you can see here, nice move here by Legion 22, got in behind the enemy pikes there, hammer and anvil attack, with our Greek city's ally being the anvil and Legion 22's infantry being the hammer. But Bubo's pikemen here are moving in against First Prime and a couple of our Greek cities ally there. You got all those Cretan archers shooting into us all the time, as they have been doing all through the battle. So, as I say, there's a lot going on here. Let's say there's more SBQR cavalry coming over here to attack First Prime's cavalry there. Oh, that's good news for us. We've just taken out the Pontus general. I think my Carthaginians just took out the Pontus general, which is something I was going for a long time, so pleased about that. So as I say, there's a lot going on all over the battlefield at the same time. As I say, First Prime's cavalry is engaged here. He's brought a couple of his infantry units over to help against those SBQR cavalry. But you can see those chariots of Mantu are locked and loaded, and he's just waiting for the chance to charge them in. You can see that there. Okay, so let's just pause the game for a second. I just wanted to show you this Spartan unit here. Can you see how many men? Now, this Spartan unit has been shot in the back by archers. You can tell by the way the men have fallen there. So Bubo here has been targeting the rear of that Spartan unit. Okay, and that's what I say. Spartans are great, tough units there, but they get shot in the back, and look, he's lost all those men there. I think he's got 19 men left in that unit. All the rest have been shot in the back by the Macedonian archers. But here you can see, as I say, First Prime here has got some infantry and his cavalry fighting the SBQR cavalry there, plus our Greek cities allies throwing in some units as well. But this is the main concern. Okay, can you see the chariots coming in here? Make no mistake here, he's going to charge. I just want to show you something here. Can you see that each one of First Prime's units frightened by chariots? Frightened by chariots. You see, frightened by chariots. So that's taking the morale away from his troops, making them more susceptible to routing. He's got SBQR infantry coming in on his flank. He's got all those Macedonians there pushing in behind him as well. So make no mistake here, his army could well be routed here. Those infantry could be routed by those chariots. Get ready for this. Bang! bang, as they smash into First Prime's units there. Plus you've got SBQR infantry charging in there as well. Look at the impact of those chariots, throwing units up into the air there. And you can see here a heck of a lot of chariots there pushing in on First Prime's infantry. Now, to my amazement, First Prime's still holding there. He's still got his general there, which of course will be giving morale bonus to his troops, keeping them fighting longer. He's now bringing his cavalry over here to try and take off the pressure from his infantry from those chariots. But you can see SBQR infantry moving in as well. More SBQR cavalry coming in. Alright, let's pause the game for a second here. So you can see those couple of chariots we were talking about has now run amok. Okay, so you can see by the flashing red banners. So now they will be killing both friend and foe alike and will be a complete menace. But they've done the damage to First Prime's infantry, I'm thinking here. And look at these Macedonians of Bubos moving in here. They've routed a couple of his units there. They've routed a couple of Greek city units and they're really pushing in. Look at all the SBQR infantry and cavalry moving in there. Things not looking very good there, I don't think, in that particular part of the battlefield. But you've got Legion's army here. Now what he's going to do with his infantry and cavalry, I'm not sure. We'll just have to wait and see. But as I say, there's a lot going on here at the moment. I think our Greek city's ally there has been supporting First Prime well with his spearmen there. You can see more SBQR infantry and cavalry coming in. Remember that SBQR infantry had a lot of units with 8 upgrades on, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Plus, as I say, you've got Bubos Macedonians coming in on our allies' infantry as well. And as I say, you can see Legion 22's green Brutii infantry there attacking that Macedonian unit. But there's more reinforcements of Macedonians coming over as well. And you can see First Prime is moving his blue Scipio army back here towards my Carthaginians. Okay, that's bad news for me. My general has just been taken out. Okay, so you can see here, and once again, look at the length of the pikes of those Macedonian pikemen there in comparison to the short spears of my Carthaginians. Look at the length of that pike. So don't forget, my men's got to fight all the way down those pikes to kill the man on the other end there. Just look how short the spears are that my Carthaginians are carrying. So as I say, straight away you can see a massive difference there between the length of the Macedonian pikes and the short spears of my Carthaginians. My guys have been fighting for a long time for most of the battle now, so my guess is they're going to be tired. Their morale will be dropping and their battle proficiency will be dropping as well. Right, here you are. You can see the enemy have got kind of a bit of a breakthrough here. They've routed the last few of our allied Scipio troops that were there. As I say, First Prime's brought most of his infantry over here to combine with my infantry if he can. Okay, but look at this enemy SBQR infantry moving towards us now. They're like swarming towards us now. They've broken through and they can now get in behind the rear of my engaged troops there. I think most of Legion's infantry have been taken out at this time as well. And there you go, you can see the SBQR infantry and cavalry charging into the rear of my engaged Carthaginians there. There goes that infantry and bang as they charge in there. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do now is change direction. We've taken out that Macedonian unit, so I'm now going to change direction with my Carthage Sacred Band to face those SBQR troops coming in. Nice hit here by First Prime's cavalry. His cavalry is very battle damaged there, but he used them very well in charging into that enemy SBQR infantry. Bang! Another unit goes in there. So as I say, there's a heck of a lot more SBQR infantry coming in on us with their very good, well upgraded troops. Plus you've got Bubos Macedonians moving in on us as well. Let's pause the game for a second. So as I say here, you've got First Primes and my units there against the SBQR infantry and these Macedonian units moving in on us here. Okay, more Macedonian units there. Things not looking very good for us there. I see Legion 22's got some battle damaged cavalry he'll probably bring back into the fray, but if you notice here, the enemy troops are moving in on us. I can see, look at my troops here, very tired. Can you see? That's one step down from exhausted. So their morale will be low and their battle proficiency will be low as well now, and they will be getting ripe for routing. Okay, so that's not looking very good for us with these Macedonian units coming in. They're just warmed up, these Macedonian units. I noticed Bubo kept some of them back, and if you notice here, he's going to move them in here now to attack our Scipio ally here. I've got Macedonians pushing straight in on me there. As I say, my units were extremely battle damaged. They were nearly exhausted. And their battle proficiency and their morale would have been extremely low. And you can see now, I think they are all my Carthaginian army. After fighting for a long time, they've now all been routed by the enemy troops there. So not very good for us. And now it's just first prime, I think, is infantry left there. As I say, I think Legion 22's got some battle damaged cavalry left there. But with all my Carthaginians dead, here you can see the Brutii cavalry charging in there, and bang! As Legion 22 smashing there, probably going for that Macedonian general there. But with battle damaged cavalry that he had, he probably couldn't get the impact and the penetration that he wanted here. As I say, you can see First Prime's Scipii infantry there being attacked from all sides. Macedonians and well upgraded SBQR infantry as well, pressing in on our Scipii ally there. And it looks like the enemy team has won. So well done to the enemy team there. It was a really good battle there. Well played, guys. A nice battle there. And as you can see, it's quite a spread out battle here. If you notice here, if you look around the battlefield, you can see there's dead lying all over the place. If you look over there, you can see lots of dead there. And here you can see lots of dead. You can see where the chariots got taken out there when they attacked First Prime Scipii units. You can see here lots of Macedonian, Greek cities, Brutii dead there, where those pikemen were pushing in. As you move further up through the battle here, you can see the intensity of the battle here by the amount of dead there are laying on the battlefield. So I say well done to the enemy team there. And over there, there's a big cavalry fight. You can see, looks to me like a lot of those light lancers were taken out. That's probably where our Greek city ally hit him with his general bodyguard units there of the Greek cities. So, as I say, really well done to the other team there. And I thought that was a pretty good battle. I thought we did well against 3 of the long-piked factions there. I thought we didn't do too badly. You can see our Greek city ally still got his cavalry general unit there. My guess is though that he will admit defeat soon, because as I say, the battle's lost. So I always think at this stage of the battle, just admit defeat. You've only got a couple of units left. Let's get back into the lobby and host up a new game. Here it looks like he's going to hit these enemy archers with his fast moving cavalry. Get ready for this. Bang! And he smashes in there. Smashed into those archer units there. Trying to kill as many units as he can there as he's with that fast moving general unit. But as I say, my guess is that he'll probably admit defeat pretty soon there, as of course the battle is lost there. So what do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon this is a close battle, an average defeat? What do you think, looking at all the enemy units that are left there? Okay, first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game there. Everybody played really well. Some really good moves from everybody. And as you can see, it was a clear defeat. One defeat down from a massive defeat. You know what I mean? A crushing defeat there. But unusually, can you see that the player in our team, myself, has got the highest kills in the game, but we still had a clear defeat. So that's very unusual for the player in the losing team to get a clear defeat with the highest kills. So well done to Brotherhood member Barky man there, got some good kills with Macedon. Well done to RT player Lotus there, got some good kills. Well done to Brotherhood member Man 2, probably didn't get the kills that he wanted to there, but he did well. And well done to Boo Boo, got some good kills with Macedon. So really well played, guys. A great battle there. As I say, that old Carthage army and formation didn't do too badly there. Well done to Brotherhood member First Prime. Probably didn't get the kills that he wanted there, but he was smashed by that SBQR infantry, cavalry, and those chariots. So he did well. He was supporting all over the battlefield. Well done to Artabella there with his Greek cities there. Got some good kills. And well done to Legion 22. Also got some good kills as well. So really well played to everybody in the game there. I thought it was a really great battle there. Bit of diversity. Look, Carthage, Rome, Greek cities, and Rome in our team. Macedon, Greek cities, Pontus and Macedon there. So it was pretty good there. Quick look at the statistics of my Carthaginians, and they've not done too badly there, or some of them haven't done too badly. Others didn't do very good there, but they did okay. Balearic slingers, one Balearic slinger unit killed 126, so that's not bad for a Balearic slinger unit there. So just to say, hope you enjoyed this battle. Sorry I couldn't show you the remastered battle that I was going to, but unfortunately, as I say, Fraps doesn't seem to work on the new Rome remastered. So as I say, look forward to seeing you soon, and bye for now.